Welcome back. Utahns have just a few more hours to cast those votes in an election that could decide everything from where their kids attend school to the balance of power in the U.S. nation's capital. As your local election headquarters, ABC4 News there for you with everything you need to know about making sure your voice is heard. Joining me now, Lieutenant Governor Deidre Henderson, Utah's top election official. Thanks so much for making time for us today. I know it's very busy for you.
It is a busy day. It's a great day.
It is, no doubt about that. Polling locations, give us an idea of what you're seeing across the state today.
Well, you know, throughout the state, there's really been a steady drumbeat, a steady stream of people coming in to vote. We haven't seen lines get too long. Maybe about 30 minutes is the longest that I've heard of so far. So there's plenty of time. People can still go in and vote, and they shouldn't have to wait in line too long, hopefully.
And that's really because vote by mail has been embraced by Utah so powerfully, correct?
Absolutely. So a lot of people are returning their ballots by mail. They had to be postmarked yesterday if you put them in the mailbox, but they can still put them in a drop box, or they can take them into their county clerk's office or any in-person polling location. I visited a number of those locations today and seen a lot of people bringing their ballots in and personally putting them in a drop box location just to have that assurity that they've been delivered and that they're there in the hands of election workers. Let's
talk about a few minor issues that we've seen pop up. One, the online locator for your polling location. There was a little bit of a glitch in the website. Talk to us about the status of that right now.
Well, sometimes on the statewide website, you know, counties put their information in, and sometimes polling locations get changed and it doesn't get updated on the state website. But people can always find accurate information. If it's not working on the state website, they can find that accurate information on where to vote on their county website.
Okay, Iron County, we know there was a mistake with a printing company that sent ballots pretty much everywhere except to homes.
Yeah.
So give us an update on what's happening there.
Yeah, that was really terrible what happened. It was not the fault of the county clerk. It was a snafu with the printing company. But the county clerk has done everything humanly possible to make sure that every voter is aware and that they have the information and that they hand deliver them ballots if they need to. But they've extended in-person polling locations and early polling locations all throughout the weekend, and they've done a really good job of getting out the vote in Iron County.
Turnout, this is a midterm election, still lower than where we were thinking it might be. You just had an update at the top of the hour. What's the latest statewide voter turnout?
So as of around 4 p.m. today, turnout's about 42.7%.
In 2018, I know there were different circumstances. We had those 3 major ballot initiatives that were really driving votes, but we saw 75% turnout back then. It doesn't appear like we're going to reach that again this time around.
No, it doesn't appear like we're going to get to 75%. We'll see. It's hard to tell right now where we're going to end up because there's a lot of things in play, but it seems a little bit low. There's still time for people to turn in their ballots or go vote in person, though.
And we've seen it slowly tick up today as well. People are coming out. What does a voter sitting here watching right now that has not voted need to know?
Get your ballot and go vote. Turn it in. If you can't find your ballot or you've lost it or you just prefer to vote in person, go do that. You have time. There are lots of in-person polling locations throughout your county, throughout the state, and we want you to vote. We want your vote to be heard. The only vote that doesn't count is the vote that doesn't get cast.
Exactly. And as long as you're in line, by 8 o'clock, you will be able to vote. And that brings me to our last point. Results are going to potentially be a little slower the first round than what we are accustomed to.
So polling closes at 8 o'clock, and typically, especially with all the early voting, those early returns, people like to see those show up right after 8 o'clock, but we're going to hold off if we need to. If lines are long in certain polling locations throughout the state, we've asked our county clerks to just hold off and wait until the very last person in line has voted. So we'll know more around 7 or 7:30 if we're going to need to delay those results or not.
All right, we will be watching that throughout the night. We really appreciate your time. Thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely.